Okay, brilliant. It's time to move on to the next very exciting section where we're now going to focus on products. And in the coming lectures, I'm going to be showing you how to find products that are constantly in demand from reliable suppliers with fast, affordable shipping. And to kick things off, the first thing we're going to do is to identify the countries where we want to sell. Because of course, we want to focus on those countries where my products, in my case, pet products, are truly in demand, while at the same time generating the highest possible profits. And to do that, of course, I'm back on ChatGPT, where you can see I've written Shopify, dropshipping, pet niche, top 5 most profitable English-speaking countries. And of course, I'm focusing on English-speaking countries because my site, my business, is in English. But for you, that might be different. Maybe at this stage, you're building a store in Spanish, or maybe German, or indeed any other language. And of course, if you are, you'll want to substitute English speaking for your language to ensure that you get the top 5 most profitable countries that are relevant to you. Okay, so let's send this off. Where you can now see that the top 5 countries are the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. And so it's these 5 countries that I'm going to use to start my business. Now, just to say, you don't have to choose necessarily the top 5. And in fact, you could just start with 1, or perhaps the top 3. It's entirely up to you. But having said that, whichever country or countries you choose, just be sure that there is an extremely strong demand for products in your niche. Okay, so we're already off to a great start. So now what we need to do is to actually set up these countries as markets within Shopify itself. And I'm going to show you how to do that in the next lecture. So as I just said at the end of the last lecture, in this lecture, we're going to set up our markets. Now, there are many ways of doing this, but what I'm going to be doing is setting up my markets so that they directly reflect my chosen countries, which in my case was, of course, the United States, Canada, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. And I'm doing it like this because, in my opinion, this is the best way to get started. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is to come over and click on Markets in the left-hand menu, where you're going to notice straight away that there is already a market set up by default. And that market is going to be the country that you were in when you first signed up for Shopify, which in my case, as you know, was Portugal. And although, of course, Portugal isn't one of my chosen countries, one of my chosen markets, for the moment, I'm going to leave it as is and simply come up here to the top right-hand corner and click on Create Market, where I can then enter the name for my first market on my list, which of course was the United States. And then having done that, I'll come down and click on Add Condition, click into the search bar and start typing United, where I now see this, the United States. I will then select it and click on Done. So as you can see, I've created a new market called the United States that includes the United States. Okay, so now let's save this and then click on this little icon to go back to the markets themselves, where, as you can see, United States has now been added to the list. And so now let's do the same thing for our next market, which of course was Canada. So I'll click once again on Create Market, type in Canada, go to Add Condition, and in the search bar type CAN, select Canada, and then click on Done, where we can then save once again, go back to our markets, and now Canada has also been added. And so what I'm going to do now is add in my 3 remaining markets. And because you can see how easy that is to do, I don't think you need to watch me do that. So I'll see you in a moment once I'm done. Okay, I'm back. And now, as you can see, all of my 5 markets are listed. And so now, to tidy things up, I'm going to click into Portugal and then come over here to where it says More Actions and then click on Delete Market and then click on Delete once again. And now I have a nice clean list which directly reflects the countries where I'm going to be starting my business. And so with that now in place, and before we start adding products, the next thing we need to think about are currencies. Because as you might know, each of those 5 countries has a completely different currency. And that means that in Australia, for example, we'll want our customers to see all of our pricing in Australian dollars. And then in Canada, it will need to be in Canadian dollars, New Zealand in New Zealand dollars, the United Kingdom in British pounds, and finally the United States in US dollars. So how can we easily do that? Well, it's probably no surprise to hear that it's all coming up in the next couple of lectures. Welcome back, and in this lecture and the next, I'm going to be showing you how you can set up your currencies so that your customers always see your products in the currencies that they would expect. In other words, their local currencies. And to kick things off, the first thing we'll need to do is to set up our currency display, sometimes called the store currency. And this is effectively going to become your default currency. And it's also the currency that's going to display throughout the admin system as you begin to add products. And to set the currency display, come down to Settings, where under Store Defaults, you see Currency Display. And at the moment, in my case, it's set to euros. And that's because, once again, when I set up my store, I was in Portugal, which of course is in Europe, and Europe uses the euro. So, how do we choose the correct currency display for our store? And to answer that, your currency display should be the same currency in the country where you currently live. And the reason why I say that is because later on in the course, when we talk about actually setting up your business, it's highly likely that you'll be setting up that business in your own country. And for me, and although I was in Portugal when I first set up Shopify, my country, as I've no doubt you've detected by my accent at this stage, is the United Kingdom. And that means I'll want to change my currency display from euros to the British pound. And to make that happen, all I need to do is to click on these little dots, click on Change Store Currency, open up the list, and then select the British pound. And then click on Save, where you can now see that the currency display has been updated. And so now with that done, the next thing we'll want to do is to make sure that when a visitor comes to our store from one of our chosen countries, or indeed any country in the world, that they're going to see our products in the currency they would expect, which of course is their local currency. Now, you might be thinking that showing your products in the local currency to your visitors, wherever they are based in the world, is going to be extremely complicated. But in fact, great news, it's really easy. And that's because we can do it using an app. And not only that, a completely free app. And so to install it, let's first click on Add, and then scroll to the bottom of this dialog box where you're going to see a link directly to the Shopify App Store. Click on this, and then once you're on the App Store, type in Nova, where you should see this, Nova Multi-Currency Converter. Select that, and then directly on the app itself, which will take you to its landing page, where, as you can see, it says, offer your international customers a seamless shopping experience by using a currency switcher. This floating currency bar automatically converts currencies based on location. Exactly what we're looking for. And as well as the fact that it's completely free, you'll also notice that the rating is a 4.9 out of 5. Meaning that this is a very well respected app. Okay, so now let's click on Install, and then on Install once again, where you can now see that the app has been installed. Now, just before we complete this installation process, I just want to give you a little tip, and that is if you want this menu item to always show, all you have to do is pin it. To make that happen, simply come over and click on this little pin. Okay, now to be honest, setting this up is a little bit fiddly, but just stay with me and in no time at all we'll have this up and running. So the next thing we'll want to do is to actually activate this app. And to do that, click onto the online store and then on Customize, and then come over to the far left-hand menu and click on App Embeds, where you're then going to see the Nova Currency Converter app. And just make sure that this slider is on. And once it is, click on Save, and then come out of here and go back to the app itself. Next up, I'd like you to come down to the settings and go to the currency display, where of course we were in the last lecture. Click on the little dots on the right hand side, but this time click on Change Currency Formatting. And then for this field where you see HTML with currency, put your cursor right at the beginning and type in span class equals money. And don't forget to include those two little chevron signs. And then do exactly the same for HTML without currency. And then on the end, we need to add /span, again contained within those little chevrons, and it's the same thing for the HTML without currency. And then once you've done that, click on Save, come out of the settings, where you should now see this second item, Edit Money Format, has been completed. And then if we scroll down a little bit to the Auto Currency Conversion Status, we're going to want it to automatically convert the currencies. So to do that, we'll want to switch this on. And then for the currency preferences, simply click on Show All Currencies. And then come up to the top and click on Save. And now when I scroll up, you can see that each of the 4 steps has been completed. And so now let's see how that looks on our store. So we'll open up our store, where I draw your attention to this in the bottom left-hand corner, where, as you can see, straight away it's showing in euros. And that's because it's detected that I'm in Europe, and therefore it will be showing all of the product prices in euros. And if I open this up, you can see that it's now ready to receive any currency from around the world, ensuring that my visitors will always see all of my products in their local currencies. So there we go. This app for free, in my opinion, really is amazing. But that said, I do appreciate that that setup was a little bit fiddly. So if you do have any problems, simply head back to admin and then come up here and click on Start a Live Chat, where you'll be instantly connected with their support. And their support is excellent, so they should have you up and running in no time at all.